How many of you love high-end decor? I sure do. I don't, however, like to pay the high-end prices. Take, for instance, these ginger jars I found online for $302. I am not gonna pay that. So I'm gonna show you how I created a similar look with a $10 thrifted lamp. My lamps are from my local thrift store. They had a huge variety there. The prices ranged from $7 to $10. I found this pair that was $10 a piece, which is a great deal. They mimicked my jars really well. And let's be honest, these lamps were in need of a makeover. Now you can find lamps at Goodwill, you can find them at the Salvation Army, you can go to some garage sales, or maybe you just have some lamps at home that you don't use anymore that are this size and this shape that would be perfect for a ginger jar. The first thing that I'm going to do is I'm going to disassemble the lamp. I'm going to take off the lampshade, I unscrewed the light bulb and took off the lamp harp. Then I twisted the base socket to detach it from the lamp. I pulled it off and then cut the electrical cord with a pair of wire cutters. Now there may be other ways to remove the mechanics of the lamp without cutting the cord. However, this is the best option that worked for me. I'm not going to be turning this back into a lamp, so I literally just cut the cord. It's time to grow up, little lamp. I cleaned my lamps with a damp cloth and then let them air dry completely. Having a clean surface will make the paint be smooth when you spray it on there, and it will also help it adhere better to the surface. Next, I taped off the bottom and the top portions of my lamp with some blue painter's tape. I did this very carefully, making sure that each part was taped off because I didn't want any of the white paint to seep onto these areas. I repeated the process of taping the top and the bottom with my second lamp as well. I'm painting this center portion of my jar with some white Rustoleum spray paint. I sprayed an even coat lightly around the entire lamp. The key to getting a smooth finish is to make sure that you're about a foot away from what you're spraying and that you're constantly moving. I moved on to my second lamp and I did a base coat of paint on that as well. After I was finished, I let the paint dry for about 30 minutes. And because the color underneath was so saturated, I didn't want it to bleed through the white, so I decided to do a second coat. I repeated the process of spraying the paint evenly around the entire perimeter of the lamp. Then I moved on to my second lamp. I repeated the process of spraying a second coat, and then I let them dry completely, which took about an hour. I removed the blue painter's tape from the top and the bottom of my lamp. Now the original color of the top and the bottom portion of the lamp, it was okay, but I really wanted it to be a lot more saturated in that gold color. So I used the same metallic paint that I used in so many of my projects. I just love this color. I purchased this at Michael's and I got a paintbrush and I painted on this paint onto the bottom and the top. One of the things that I really love about this lamp is that it's really smooth in the center, but on the top and on the bottom, there's some texture to it. So as I was painting, I really enjoyed seeing all of the texture and the bumps on the top and the bottom portion of this. The contrast between the smooth and the bumpy is going to be such a nice detail in the finished look of this ginger jar. After I'd finished the first coat of paint, I let it dry for about 30 minutes, and then I came back and I did a second coat of paint to make sure that it was really saturated in that gold. And then also these little toppers at the top that were on the top portion of the lamp, I wanted to paint those as well. So I did 2 coats of paint on these round toppers, and then I let everything completely dry overnight. Now there was a hole right here in the top portion of my lamp where the cord came through to attach the lamp mechanics. Never fear though, I decided that I would get some clear Gorilla Glue. This stuff is fantastic because it dries crystal clear. So as you can see, if there's any seepage, you can't even tell that there was anything because it dries clear. So I added some of this clear Gorilla Glue to the bottom of my knob, and then I placed it right over the top. Not only does this knob cover up the hole, but it adds a bit more height and an extra design element to the top of my jar. Holy smokes, you guys, look at how pretty these dupes ended up. $302 or $10. I'm gonna go with the $10 option. Every time I walk by this table, it just makes me smile. Because it's the Valentine's season and we're moving into spring, I wanted to theme my jars. I didn't want them to be overly Valentine's-y or springy, so I decided to use a dusty rose ribbon and tie it around the top. I tied it into a bow, and then I added a beautiful sparkly fleur-de-lis pin. I pinned that right to the center of the bow, which adds such a beautiful accent. Can you believe that we started off with a $10 thrifted lamp and we duped these $302 ginger jars almost perfectly? These gorgeous high-end ginger jars are going to be the perfect accessory to decorate with on a regular basis. And as you can see, I've also themed them. You could theme them for summer, spring, fall, winter, just by changing out our ribbon. And of course, if you left it plain, it would be a beautiful neutral accessory to use all year long. In the center of my ginger jars, I have created a beautiful spring-themed floral arrangement. To begin this flower arrangement, I'm going to get a clear glass container with a gold accent. Here is a tip to make a beautiful flower arrangement. Instead of getting some floral foam like the traditional way, I'm just gonna use some tape. I got some Scotch tape and I created a grid. Using the tape makes a little pocket so I can place my flowers directly into the container and they will be held upright. It also cuts down on the flowers that you need because they're so dense and compacted because they're held upright. And then also you don't need any floral foam, so that will cut down on the cost. Tip number 2 is that I take my beautiful flowers and instead of trimming the stems, I bend the stems. As you can see, I took some of the long stems and I bent them in thirds, and I took some other ones and I bent them in half, and then I could place them into my container at the exact height that I needed. And the best part is that when I'm ready to switch out this flower arrangement to a different design or to use these flowers in another arrangement, I can just pull them right out, unbend the stem, and they will be as good as new. Down the center of my table, I have an intricately embroidered runner. On either end of the runner, I'm placing our reimagined lamps turned ginger jars. In the center, I have a gold and mirrored tray. And inside of the tray, I'm placing our beautiful spring floral arrangement. I always love using candles in my design. I love the glow that it brings. Plus, it always makes everything smell so good. So I'm placing a candle on top of a gold candle holder, and then I got a beaded tassel and I'm wrapping that around the candle to finish off the look. Okay, so let's compare my ginger jars to the $302 ginger jars. They're both 18 inches tall. They both have white in the center and gold accents on the bottom. I added some gold to the top. I like that. I think it looks pretty good. So that was my little personal touch that I added. The inspiration ginger jars were pretty straight. Mine are curvy. I like a curvy ginger jar, But if you liked the more straight ones, I'm sure you could find a lamp that was straight up and down. So all in all, I would say that ours is a pretty darn good dupe. Plus, I made two, so that would be $604, and I spent $20 plus paint that I already had at home. So I'm okay saving that amount of money in order to get these ginger jars. If you make these or something similar to them, I would love to see your project. So tag me on Instagram. I like to add your projects to my story, or just send me an email with your pictures. I just love seeing your projects. I hope you enjoyed duping these ginger jars with me today, and I hope you got some inspiration. Thank you so much for watching.